University Arena in Kalamazoo, Fox Sports Net presents the Michigan High School Athletic Association Girls Class D Volleyball Championship game between the Fighting Tigers of Battle Creek St. Philip and the Adrian Lenawee Christian Cougars. Welcome to Western Michigan, everybody. Alongside Lynn Rosendale, I'm Todd Arner. Glad you could join us as we get ready to crown a brand new Class D champion. And Lynn, I have to believe that both of these teams have to be extremely hungry. They've both been here recently, haven't been able to take home the hardware.
Adrian Lenawee Christian in the semifinals last year, runner-up 2000-2001. They do return just one senior to the court, but they are pretty confident they'll be able to do a good job here today. Across the net, Battle Creek St. Philip. They were in the championship game last year. They returned 6 seniors to the starting lineup. Very experienced team back on the court.
Their head coach is Vicki Grote. Actually won 3 titles at Battle Creek as a player, but has not done the deed yet as a head coach. She says that is today's ultimate goal.
We want to get back to the Final Four. We want to get back to the finals and win this thing. We know what it felt like to lose last year, and we didn't like that feeling. I didn't like it, the girls didn't like it, and all year long, that was our goal, working to the finals and not losing. And
Lynn, Coach Grote is going to have one of her top players from that final loss last year right back here today.
Yeah, Allison Riley, a 5'9" middle hitter. She led the team in the finals last year with 17 kills. She had 15 just the other night in the semifinals. Also a great player defensively.
On the other side for Adrian Lenawee Christian, Jeff Champion is their head coach. He just wants to keep doing what he's been doing to get here, but he says there is one thing in particular his team must do well today.
You know, we just have to focus on what we do well, and that's any volleyball team. You got to pass the ball well, you got to cover well, you know, you got to hit well and serve well. And in the last few years, we have not served well in this arena.
His best player, by the way, may present some unusual problems for the opposition today.
Katie Pasuti, she's a 6-foot junior, middle hitter, but she is a lefty, and that does present some defensive problems for Battle Creek St. Philip. Making some adjustments out there, make sure they're covering the court just a little bit differently.
It's the Class D State Volleyball Championship game on Fox Sports Net. Here's a look at the road to the finals, the Class D Volleyball Championship. You can see that Battle Creek got to by Pellston, and Beale City was the opponent for Adrian Lenawee Christian in that semifinal contest, and it was a tough one. It took them 3, and it was the only game loss of the tournament for Adrian Lenawee Christian. Take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. For Battle Creek St. Philip, Katie Riley, also Allison Riley, no relation. You see the difference in the spelling. Adrian Lenawee Christian, Katie Pasuti, the middle blocker. She will be the go-to girl for the Cougars. Good crowd on hand as both teams. Vicki Grote getting the last words in for her squad. Both teams wanting to get that trophy after getting so close and yet not getting it done here. Adrian Lenawee Christian, of course, in 2000 and 2001. Vicki Grote in Battle Creek St. Philip. The Fighting Tigers runners-up to Leland, the eventual state champion last year. What kind of mood do you like to set as a coach at this point, Lynn, for the girls?
With all the nerves and everything, they just want them to go out nice and easy, play their kind of game right from the very beginning.
This game of volleyball is such, as we've seen over the years, Lynn, such a game of streaks and momentum.
Streaks and momentum are huge. It's something you just really can't capture. No one knows how you get on a momentum run or how one stops one, but it's such a huge key to the game of volleyball.
No surprise that Amanda Keller will start the service for Adrian Lenawee Christian. She is their top server, the 5'3" senior, a team best .961 serving percentage throughout the year. We're just getting the final preparations all set and ready to go. We've got a lot of black and a lot of white out there today. The black shirts, Battle Creek St. Philip. The white shirts, Adrian Lenawee Christian. And we are ready to go as Amanda Keller gets it underway. And the first serve, maybe we talked about how good she was, maybe a little spook there at the beginning.
Yeah, and as their coach said before this game, this is the one thing they really needed to key on to do well. You got to get those serves in the court to score points, which Battle Creek St. Philip did right there. Right
off their first serve, Erin Hayes, number 3. She is one of the more versatile players on Battle Creek St. Philip. She gets the first point. It is 1-0 St. Philip Catholic in this Class D final just underway at University Arena. Looking for the set in the middle for Pasuti, but she'll just tap it over. Now they'll get a little different look at Pasuti, the left-hander this time. Tapped at the net, but it found the floor towards the back row.
Yeah, really, that wasn't a really hard hit, but as you can see, going with the left hand makes it a little bit more difficult for the defense to make that adjustment.
Nice one-handed save in the back row by Amanda Keller, but it goes for naught.
Yeah, we had the block up there by Allison Riley. We said she was going to be one of the keys to the game, and she is. She doesn't look as dominating at only 5'9", but she can jump, she can block.
1-0 lead still for Battle Creek. Pushed over by Haley Cisco on the left side. Now Cisco over on the right side trying to block. Gets through. And there's Erin Hayes digging it out of the back row. A nice block in the middle by 6-foot Katie Pasuti.
There's the matchup from the very beginning. We're talking about these strong middle hitters. There we had Allison Riley from Battle Creek St. Philip going right up against Katie Pasuti. Katie Pasuti won that one with the block.
And in and now serving is Christy Bailey for Adrian Lenawee Christian. Looking for the set. Right side. Left side to Megan Faust. Megan Faust brings it down. 269 kills. That's second on the team during the season. That ties us up at 1 apiece. Just double blocked by the front row of Adrian Lenawee Christian. Trying to set Allison Riley. That's their go-to girl.
That ball right there, Katie Pasuti playing the net really well, blocking, moving along the line, but that block, that hit right there went off her hands and out of bounds. So then we got the side out to Battle Creek. Katie
Riley was the one who sent that one over the net for the Fighting Tigers. Nice serve. Well, a little English on that. Little downspin. That'll make it 2-1.
Yeah, nice serve. A lot of top spin. Very difficult to get under and keep control.
And another one just like it, but this time it is dug out by Mackenzie Heaton. Nice effort there by Christy Bailey, but not enough.
Battle Creek St. Philip really has to work around Katie Pasuti. They've got to try and hit on one or the other side of her and not go right into her. She has great blocking at the net.
Allison Riley puts it into the net for Battle Creek. Nice look at Allison. She's even on the cover of the media program this year for the state finals from her action last year against Leland. It is 3-1. Battle Creek St. Philip on top. This is game 1 of this Class D championship. And I don't know, we've seen 3 or 4 serves in the net, Lynn. Maybe just nerves at this point?
Yeah, nerves, and, you know, like I said, that's probably, that and the passing game are the first things to go when you get a little bit nervous. You're standing back there all alone thinking about what you have to do, and it can be very nerve-wracking.
Gives it out in the back row. Faust will set in the middle, right back to her. Finds the spot on the floor. Megan Faust. And now in for Adrian Lenawee Christian to serve. Haley Cisco back in.
Oh, boy. Really struggling on the serve. That's exactly what he said happened last year. They just need to get a little bit more into the flow of the game.
Side out. Sneaky tap there from Megan Howard. Side out to the Cougars. Some substitutions in now. Coming in for the Cougars. Number 5, Megan Heaton. In the back row. That is deep for Erin Hayes. St. Philip, and it stays 3-1. Oh, pardon me, 3-2.
That was a nice cross-court hit there.
Amanda Oliver.
Yeah, almost a great pickup by the Cougars as well, but just couldn't control it on that pass as you see it coming up. Great, just great to even get a hand on it. That ball's out of bounds. It hit the antenna on the way over. The ball hits those little red and white antennas above the net on the way over, or goes outside of those. That is out of bounds.
And Amy McLennan sits down. Amanda Keller comes back in to serve. Didn't get her first one in and didn't get her second one in, and she is the top server for the Cougars. Boy, that has been a problem that Jeff Champion kind of called out in the pregame show, and it's a nightmare that's happening for him right now.
You know, in volleyball, you work so hard just to get a side out, and then if you don't put your serve in the court, it's so disheartening to the team to have worked really hard for that.
And another serve, this time from Battle Creek St. Philip, that doesn't make it over the net. Wow, that has been a real issue here. You really wouldn't expect it to be such a problem in the state final game, but nerves are certainly playing a factor right now.
I'm sure ordinarily, for these teams to have gotten as far as they have, they're both very good serving teams, but under the pressure that they feel right here, it makes it that much more difficult.
And there's the first kill for number 5, Allison Riley. 4-2 is the score. Battle Creek St. Philip on top in game 1. Pursuit in the middle, the lefty. Didn't get a lot on that. Also try to block. Megan Howard missing on the back row, but a lift. And that'll make it 5-2. The Fighting Tigers on top.
Yeah, they called a lift here on Katie Pasuti. The set wasn't right above her head, and if it's a little bit lower, they're going to call that a lift.
Just wide.
Allison Riley trying to go for the sideline there, mix things up, not always go cross court, but she did miss that one a little bit wide.
Amanda Oliver is back in for Battle Creek. Having a seat for a moment for Adrian Lenawee Christian is Megan Lee. Looking to set left side. Not much there, just a tap over. There's Riley in the middle, and she finds the open spot on the floor. Allison Riley, a 5'9" senior, 15 kills in the semi, 39 attacks. As Lynn said in the pregame, led the team with kills in the final loss to Leland last year with 17. Shooting. Didn't get much on it. Tapped over by Amanda Oliver, but out of bounds. And the side out goes to Adrian Lenawee Christian. 5-2 game 1 on Fox Sports Net. It's Amy McLennan. Back in the center, and there she is. Blocked and blocked out. Interesting story. Amy McLennan, the 5'9" senior, just 63 kills, Lynn, during the season, the regular season, but had 17 in the semis to lead them.
Wow. Yes. When Katie's in the back row, they have to be able to go to somebody else in the front row. Looks like that's what they were doing a lot in the semifinals.
Baccalucci blocked in front. Nice job of blocking by Christy Bailey. And that cuts the lead to 1. 5-4. Battle Creek on top. Another look.
Yeah, here we see the setup. It was a nice hit, but the block was right there.
And yet another serve in the net. Katie Pasuti this time. Side out to Battle Creek St. Philip Catholic. 5-4 lead. And in the net again. Wow. I don't think I've seen this many net serves in any final.
Oh, that is amazing. And one of the complications of this is, as the teams have been rotating so many times around, you can only put your subs in so many times, and if they specialize with hitters, they're only going to be able to come in 3 times. So that's going to make it a little complicated at the end of this game.
Haley Cisco on the serve, and Megan Faust on the point to tie things up at 5. There's Megan. And Lenawee Christian has their first lead of the day in game 1, 6-5.
So you can see how key it is to get the serves in, because they're scoring off points directly off the serve.
Haley Cisco again on the serve, looking for the set in the middle.
Oh, nice little tip. She found that opening really close to the net. Lots of times if you tip right over the block, there's someone there. She found an opening right next to the net there and put it down.
We'll take a break. There's the score, 7-5, Adrian Lenawee Christian. The net. Jeff Champion, who went to high school in Evergreen, Ohio, and also college at Siena Heights and Adrian and University of Toledo, trying to figure it out for his team. He talked about serving being an important thing for his team to win, Lynn, and both teams actually have struggled so far. Maybe that's a reason there hasn't been a lot of flow so far to this game. Yeah,
and it's, coach serving. It either happens or it doesn't at this point, and, there's not a lot he can say about that.
Amanda Oliver's attempt is deep. And it is now an 8-5 lead for Adrian Lenawee Christian. Haley Cisco again on the service. Boy, and I tell you what, so far Megan Faust has certainly been the go-to girl for the Cougars. Playing some very smart volleyball and racking up the points for Adrian Lenawee Christian, now 9-5 in game one.
Now that they got their serves going a little bit, they really are scoring the points. Battle Creek's struggling a little bit with the passing. There was a nice pass on that game right there, on that ball right there.
And another point was either a
hitter. Yeah, the hitter was in the net.
In the net.
Aaron Hayes.
Well, we talked about those streaks and runs. Well, right now the Cougars are officially on one, leading 10-5. And that's a nice way to put an end to a streak.
Go right back to Allison Riley. She's in the back row. That was a back row hit. If you're going to hit from the back row, you have to take off from behind the 10-foot line. And she still had a lot of power on that from as far back as she had to take off to hit that. So
side out, and critically important that they get the serve in, and they do. And a point to go with it. 10-6. Katie Riley is serving for the Fighting Tigers. Her team in need of a bunch of points here. Set in the middle. Krakalici. Was it tapped? Yes, they say it was.
Yes, a little touch on the block.
Blocked at the net, then out of bounds.
And here we'll see it go up for the hit. The blockers get their hands on it, and the ball goes out of bounds, but it's a point for Battle Creek.
10-7. That'll have to go over by Megan Howard, and she does clear it. Neiman. Nice defensive dig by Haley Cisco. And a good job for Lenawee Christian to get it over the net. Faust.
Great save.
Play by Aaron Hayes. Spectacular defense.
That was a great play by Hayes, and then Adrian Lenawee did the perfect thing they needed to do. They took him off balance, immediately bringing that ball right back over the net. Battle Creek was waiting for the setup, and you see on the tip right here, she goes over with it instead, and they just aren't able to recover.
So that bruise by Aaron Hayes was for naught, at least on that point. But Battle Creek St. Philip comes right back.
Whether you're actually able to score or get a side out on a point like that, it does really fire up your team when you come up with a great save like that. They were able to come back and get the side out on the very next point.
Elizabeth Criswell's to serve. Oh, nice play by Mackenzie Heaton, the 5'7" senior from the left side on the kill. So quickly it comes right back. And checking in is Amanda Keller. Now, we talked about her being the best server, and I think she's 0 for 2, so my guess is this one goes right down the heart. There you go. Nice play by Allison Riley. A block at the net, but a little bit too much on that one for Adrian Lenawee Christian to control it.
Allison Riley, she doesn't look that tall out there, but she sure can hit the ball with a lot of power.
Pasuti blocked right back at her by Riley. Allison Riley went right up, even though she's given up about 3 inches.
She's speaking to the official right now. She got called for a net violation there. She doesn't think she touched the net. Here we're going up. That's what the call was. Hard to tell from that angle, but that's what the official saw.
10-7, Lenawee Christian on top. And I think right now Allison Riley is beginning to get in the flow. She's really beginning to express herself out there.
Yeah, I think maybe she didn't like that net call on the play before, so she decided to make him pay on the next one. That was really hit hard.
Dig in the back row by Faust. That one will get to the seats. Nice effort over there by Sarah Horan, but couldn't quite come up with it. The side out goes back to Adrian Lenawee Christian, leading this Game 1 Class D final 10-7. And that serve is in, they say. 11-7.
That they go to Allison Riley there.
She's got it going right now. They'll try to set her again in the middle. This time it's blocked back at her by Pasuti. So the last time Pasuti was blocked by Riley, this time it goes the other way and a timeout is called. Nice block, getting also a little help from Haley Cisco there. 12-7 is our score. This is Game 1 of the Class D final. Jeff Champion trying to work with his team, as is Vicky Grote, trying to let those girls know that, well, just a short time from now, they could be holding that hardware like she did 3 times when she was a player for Battle Creek St. Philip Catholic. It was very calm yesterday after she, on Thursday actually, after they won the semifinal. A little different semifinal arrangement this year where the Class D and the Class A semis were held on Thursday, so they had a couple of days to wait. His 12th year here, but they're not consecutively. He coached for a while, took a little bit of a hiatus, and right back at it now. 12-7 is our score. Lenawee Christian with the lead. The serve. To set Riley again. Allison this time with the tip to find the open spot on the floor.
Yeah, what a great play by Allison. She has been pounding the ball to the back row, and as you can see here, she goes just over the block, finds the opening on the court, and the defenders are playing back, waiting for the big hit.
So the side out back to Battle Creek. They need a run of points here to get back in it. It's 12-7. Faust with the attempt. Turn back at her. Cracolini sends it to the back row. Set. Another nice thing in the back row. And Lenawee Christian can't quite get it back over the net. That cuts the lead to 4.
Just a little tap back there by Cracolini. She reaches over for the block and puts it right back. No possible chance for the Cougars.
Set. Pasuti.
Again, no surprise. They need a side out, so they go to Pasuti. On that particular play, the left hand really helped her out. She found an opening right in the middle of the court and right between the blockers.
And Katie Pasuti to serve. Neiman blocked at the net by Haley Cisco. Nice dig in the back by Amanda Oliver. And then the shot is wide by Allison Riley.
Yeah, that was another. They're trying to set her in the back row, and she just pulled that one wide. It's a really difficult hit to get because you've got to hit it from so deep in the court.
13-8.
A great pickup by Battle Creek. Another unexpected play coming their way. They lost it there with the hit and the block out of bounds.
Game point, Megan Faust put that one away. It's 14-8, Adrian Lenawee Christian. And there it is. Amanda Oliver too deep, and Adrian Lenawee Christian has won Game 1 of this Class D final. They take it by a score of 15-8. Game 2 coming up. You're watching the MHSAA Class D Volleyball Final on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to Kalamazoo for the girls volleyball finals. Now, earlier today, approximately 50 junior high school students and middle school students from southwestern Michigan participated in the 4th annual MHSAA Champs Clinic. Now, CHAMP stands for cooperation, hard work, attitude, motivation, participation, and sportsmanship. And while the young people in the clinic were taking part in sessions developing their on-court skills, their parents were learning about off-the-court issues affecting their children. Those issues include sports nutrition, academics, and sportsmanship. The MHSAA Volleyball Champs Clinic was conducted by the Department of Physical Education, Health, and Recreation at Western Michigan University. Todd?
I don't know about you, but that blonde right there looked pretty familiar, Lynn, sitting in the classroom. What did you learn? Anything good?
Yeah, I learned lots of good stuff. You know, I have a daughter who's in 7th grade, really interested in volleyball, and she had a great time at the clinic this morning. And I learned a little bit about eligibility and how to be a good spectator. All of these spectators here really need to learn the rules of volleyball and to make for better fans, and that was something they emphasized. So that was interesting.
Wonderful. Well, it is time for game 2. Game 1, of course, goes to Adrian Lenawee Christian in this Class D affair. Adrian Lenawee Christian had quite a run at the end of the year, Lynn. They had won 28 matches in a row and then lost their last of the regular season. Now, it was to Class A, Adrian High, but kind of tough to end the year like that and then get back into the tournament, but so far, so good.
Yeah, as you can see, once they got over a little bit of the nerves at the beginning and started getting their serves in, that really made a lot of difference in the match.
And just to make it clear once again, the Cougars of Adrian Lenawee Christian, because we got a lot of black and white, they are in the white tops, and the black top, as you see right there, of Elizabeth Criswell, that's Battle Creek St. Philip in black. It's the best 2 of 3, of course, and game 1 went to Adrian Lenawee Christian, so Battle Creek, to force the 3rd game, would need to take this one.
The key right here is for Battle Creek St. Philip to really get off to a good start. After ending that last match, Adrian has the advantage. They have the momentum, and if Battle Creek can jump on it and get a lead right here, that would really be key for them.
And it's Elizabeth Criswell on that first serve, and the first point goes to Battle Creek.
A nice ace serve is the best way to start things off.
And unfortunately for them, number 2 goes in the net, so it's side out to Adrian Lenawee Christian. Megan Howard is serving. Riley will just hit that across the net as it was the 3rd try. In the middle, Pasuti dug out by Katie Riley, saved over on the side. Sarah Horn, and then knocked out.
Katie Riley making an attempt to save that ball, but a little too much power on it, set it out of bounds.
So we're even at 1 here in game 2. Erin Hayes keeps it alive right to the net. Katie Riley over, set in the middle. Looking to set Allison Riley, and they do, and she finds the spot. I think we're going to really see them try to get her as much action as they can in this game.
And she did just the right thing. She cut that hit right inside the block of Katie Pasuti.
Looking to set Riley right in the center over Pasuti. Ooh, good velocity on that, and a nice play by Megan Howard to dig it out of the back row. Nice dive by Erin Hayes, but it's over on the sidelines and out of bounds. Good effort by Battle Creek.
Yeah, we see going to Riley was an excellent choice. She went the opposite way on that ball, but Cougars were able to return it.
Ball right in the living room there. Krakalici sends it over the net. Looking to set Faust. Got a nice break off the net and down just in front of Alana Krakalici. 2-1, Adrian Lenawee Christian. Cisco will have a seat, and the serve is deep. Side out Battle Creek. Vicki Grote watching her girls, knowing they need this one. Set to Riley. And she was not going to let the bigger Katie Pasuti get in her way of that one.
No, it was a little short back set, so Katie didn't have a lot of time to get set up, and Ellison just tooled it right off the block.
2-2 as Sarah Horan serves. bit deep. Some substitutions coming in. 2-2 is our score. Checking back in for Battle Creek St. Philip is Amanda Oliver, number 8. Amanda Keller sets down, and Pasuti will serve. A double hit that time by Amanda Oliver.
That set was just a little bit too far over the net for Battle Creek St. Philip to hit it, and so when the block came back, they had a double hit on the attempt to get it up.
3-2 now for the Cougars. Looking to set in the middle. Point will go, or the side out anyway. Megan Faust. Adrian Lenawee.
Almost had a great save there. Just a little tiny pickup. They needed a little bit more on it, so that Katie could have gotten it up just a little bit higher.
4-2, and now it's 5-2 as Battle Creek couldn't hand that, and Vicky Grote says, I don't like this little run I see them going on. It is 5-2, and Vicky wants to slow things down. Christian fans in blue there. And Katie Pasuti will serve again with her team leading 5-2. Allison Riley. Nice save at the bottom there from Faust, and she'll tap it over. And the tap works that time very nicely. Thank you for Allison Riley.
Allison Riley had to try 3 different places on that court before she finally was able to get the side out.
And Allison will go back to serve after securing that side out for her point for her team. Kept alive by the Cougars. Rakulici will take another whack at it. Wow. Amanda Oliver with some smoke behind that one. Five to 3. Allison Riley again serving. Blocked at the net. Oliver again, Ashley Neiman, pardon me, Ashley Neiman. St. Philip slowly trying to work their way back in. Neiman again.
Well, she used the block on that one just to deflect the ball a little bit and make it more difficult for the defenders to pick that up.
Ashley Neiman, very animated, was talking to her after the semifinal win on Thursday. She certainly does have a lot to say. Tied up at 5. Rakulici. Defensive move there by Megan Howard to keep that one alive for the Cougars. The role suddenly that Ashley Neiman, the 5'10 senior, is playing for St. Philip, now finding himself on top.
Lenawee Christian is doing a great job of picking up the ball, but their passes are a little bit tight to the net, so they aren't able to get the setups that they would like to be able to do.
We talked about Vicky Grote playing and winning a championship as a player. Her mom was the coach, and Shireen Saski has more on that.
Well, thanks, Todd. And Sheila Guerrera joins us right now. Your Battle Creek St. Philip's team being honored this weekend by the legends of the games. 10 state titles, 9 under you as the head coach. Congratulations, first of all, on that honor.
Thank you very much.
What is it like to come back here now and see your daughter as the head coach of Battle Creek St. Philip?
It was never this stressful when I was coaching, I'll tell you that. You had some control then. I told her that this was opportunity and it only knocks once, so she better take advantage of it. So don't stand outside the door and wait for somebody to open it, kick the door in.
Well, on this recent run that they have, she seems to be listening.
I don't know. They're probably away from me. That's probably their advantage.
Now, I got to say that sitting sitting here in the stands with you, I hear a lot of coaching going on back here as well. It's hard to give that up, isn't it?
Yeah, some of it not for television audience.
Sheila, thanks for joining us. Todd, let's go back to you.
All right, Shireen, thank you very much. 5-6. St. Philip with that 1-point lead. Make it 7-5. And once again, it's number 9, Ashley Neiman.
Yeah, Ashley Neiman just with a little block back on that one. The pass again, little tight to the net.
It's a great story, isn't it? Your mom is the coach and has all those state titles. You win 3 while playing for her. And then, of course, Vicki Grote comes back and is coaching, and mom wants to watch her win one for herself. And Adrian Lenawee Christian finally gets something to go back their way.
And they had the save here and just kind of overhead it to a spot where there was no one from Battle Creek.
1-point game in game 2, 7-6. The Cougars, of course, have one to give after taking game 1. Neiman again. Wow.
Wow. I think that's the hardest one we've seen her hit. She's really getting fired up.
She looked a little gimpy a couple of minutes ago, but I guess she's fine now. Dug out nicely by Riley. Allison in the back row for a short time here. And a very nice move by Megan Faust, who had a real strong game 1 for the Cougars.
And she found a wide open line right there, and that's where she hit it. The defense of Battle Creek St. Philip wasn't playing quite all the way over on the line, and so she found the opening.
Sitting down is Mackenzie Heaton. And coming in to serve right there is Alicia Wiseman. By some air that time by number 3, Erin Hayes on the left side. Got high. It was blocked, but blocked out of bounds, so it goes side out back to Battle Creek. Nice play by her, and getting a well-deserved breather there for a couple of minutes anyway is Ashley Neiman. Pardon me, that was Amanda Oliver that sit down. Neiman still in there. There she is, still doing her thing. Another substitution. Amy McClellan will sit down. And Amanda Keller in to serve. Is that Lena foot violation?
Yeah, net violation.
Net violation.
That was on Erin Hayes on that hit.
And we're all tied up at 7. Allison Riley sends it across, looking to set Pasuti in the middle. Right back at it.
The shorter Battle Creek team is really doing a great job of getting up on the blocks. That one on Katie Pasuti. Ashley Neiman really got up on that one and was able to block it right back to the floor.
And now she actually will get a breather. Riley blocked by Pasuti.
Net violation that time.
On Adrian Lenawee Christian. And that gives Battle Creek the lead by 1, 8-7. Deep serve, side out. Cougars. Serving is Megan Howard. Pasuti in the middle. They'll look to set her, and they do. And she just finds the open spot on the court. They went up to block her. Riley did, and she said, no, I'll take the alternate route.
Pasuti's had a few of them blocked today, so she goes for the little tip in the opening there. It's not as much fun when you're a hitter to have to tip it instead of hit it, but they got the job done.
They do count the same. And the side out goes back to Battle Creek. Erin Hayes serves. All tied up at 8 in game 2. There's Riley. Nice block that time. by Katie Pasuti. Side out back to Adrian Lenawee Christian. Couple of substitutions, getting a bit of a breather. Wow, something on that one from Riley. We'll try her again. Not much you could do there except get out of the way.
She's doing a great job of mixing things up. The first time she went to the left back side of the court, and then the next time they came right back to her, she goes to the right back side of the court.
They'll set Pasuti in the middle. Blocked by Riley. Kept alive nicely by Elizabeth Criswell. Nice little rally going here. This may be our longest point of the match.
That set there was just a little bit off the net, and she had to go back and try and make a play on it, and just wasn't able to get in position to get it over the net. She was expecting to go up to hit it, and just it was behind her head.
9-8 St. Philip now on top after the longest point of the match. Riley in the middle. Allison Riley.
Nice way to use the different sides of the court. That time she's going again to the left back side, really mixing things up.
And give a little credit too to number 1, Katie Riley, for a beautiful set that set Riley up very nicely, and has set her team up with a 10-8 lead here in game 2, a game that they need after Jeff Champion's Cougars took game 1. Vicky trying to motivate the girls, telling them what to do to hang in there. They lead 10-8 game 2 after dropping game 1 15-8.
She just said something to the effect there's still a lot of work to go in this match to not stop working. If St. Philip can win this game, they still have to go and play another one.
Vicki Groats and Jeff Champion, two coaches who know a little something about being here in the finals. Vicki Groat with more experience. We'll see how that works out. 6 seniors. They have the serve and a 2-point lead, 10-8. Blocked at the net by Alana Krakalici.
Lenawee Christian struggling just a little bit. That set was a little bit tight to the net, and Katie wasn't able to do anything with it. Again, we've got a tight set to the net, and the call on that was if you're a back row setter, you're not allowed to attack the ball above the height of the net, and that was the call there. Setter from Lenawee Christian jumped up and attempted to make an attack on the ball over the net, and she's a back row player.
12-8. We could be hurt heading for a third game if it continues this way. Fouls blocked back by Riley, and it is just out. Thought maybe that was going to squeak in. See how close this one comes.
Yeah, that was the block. She got some great hands on it, but it was just out of bounds.
Big side out for Adrian Lenawee Christian to stop that run at 12 now for Battle Creek. But it comes right back to the Tigers.
And no surprise there. They go right to Allison Riley. And the Cougars set up for a great block on that one, but she just was able to hit it off their hands and out of bounds.
Allison in the back row now with the serve. Effort defensively for the Fighting Tigers, but Megan Faust gives it side out.
And the hits by Pasuti right down the middle. And they did make a great attempt to try and get that ball up.
And unfortunately for the Cougars, the serve is deep and it goes right back to Battle Creek St. Philip. Alana Krakalici will serve. And a little bit low. Side out the other way. See what Adrian Lenawee Christian can do with it. Neiman. Deep. And it's 12-9. Neiman in the front, Riley in the back for Battle Creek. Aaron Hayes. Beautiful dig in the back. Got to credit Haley Cisco for that point. She did a nice job with a dig to keep that point alive.
Not only did she get the pass up, but she got it up right to the setter, so they were able to right away run a nice offensive play.
And it's 12-10, so Lenawee Christian creeping closer and closer. Blocked by Neiman at the net. The set from Amanda Keller. And Aaron Hayes will finish it off. Side out Battle Creek St. Philip with a 12-10 lead. Needing game. Sitting down is Amanda Oliver. Katie Riley on the serve for the Fighting Tigers. 13-10. Big hit by Amy McLennan. Side out Cougars.
Defensively, they were all set on that one. The ball just ricocheted off her arms and up into the seats. Wow.
Nice play to take it out of the net, yeah.
Katie really pulled that one right out of the net.
And that one is deep from Katie Pasuti, and it's side out. Battle Creek St. Philip. And Neiman will sit down for a moment, and checking in, who will go right back to serve, is Christy Bailey. Back to the live action on Christy Bailey's serve. Pasuti in the middle, blocked in front. But Krakalici can't quite catch up to it on the back row. And it is 13-10. Megan Howard on the serve. Setting Riley left side. Great return by Megan Howard. And a nice block at the net by Pasuti. 13-11. Boy, those were two really hard hits by Allison Riley.
And both teams going right to their power. They're going to go back to Allison.
And Allison that time gets it to drop in. I think she felt she earned something on those last two.
That's right.
Side out 13-11. Fighting Tigers in black. And nice from the back row of Adrian Lenawee Christian for a side out for them.
Yeah, Pasuti hit that one. There wasn't a lot on it, but she just found an opening right along the baseline.
Cougars in white. Winners of game one. Riley with the tap just across. Oh, that was in the corner. Elizabeth Griswold did what she could to get over there, but it did drop in, and that makes it a 13-12 game. Look at the placement here.
Perfect spot. Right in the corner.
13-12. A timeout is called. St. Philip still leading by 1. The game ball for the MHSAA Girls Volleyball Finals is provided by Spalding Sporting Goods. The MHSAA would like to thank Spalding for its donation of the balls used at this year's semifinals and final matches. Well, there's a lot of pressure on both of these teams, obviously, Lynn, right now. But, you know, there's a little bit more pressure on the girls wearing black because they don't have one to give.
No, they don't. And on the other side of the court, you've got Lenawee Christian. They do have the one to give, but that would force them to the third game without the momentum. So either way, right here, it's very critical for both teams.
Here's our match summary. Again, game one, Adrian Lenawee Christian took that one 15-8. It is 13-12 here. A tight one in game two with Battle Creek on top by 1. Fans on their feet here at University Arena on the campus of Western Michigan University. Lenawee Christian trailing by 1, but they do have the serve. Christy Bailey sends it across. Oh! Riley will tie this one up.
Error on the pass there. I think she thought that serve was coming just a little bit harder, and she didn't get enough on the pass.
Riley will try it again. She taps that one over. Sudi in the middle. Set. Oh, beautiful. And another nice set by Katie Riley. Good air from the other Riley, Allison.
Like I said, she's using the whole back court. She's going that time. She went right back. Her previous hit had been to left back, really moving things around, keeping the block guessing which side they really need to try and block.
So we're all tied up at 13 in game two. Sarah Horan looking very serious back there at serve. Knows she needs to get it in. Erin Riley comes over and gives her a couple of quick 5. Talking it over a little bit. Katie Riley in the front row with Krakalici. And also Allison Riley, tied at 13. Masudi blocked. Masudi keeps it alive. Tap. Nice dig by Haley Sisko. Very important point here. Riley. Set by Riley. And a nice play in the back row again by Megan Howard on that set. Battle Creek thinks it was tipped, but the officials say no. And that will be a side out to Lenawee Christian.
Every set on that ball, every set on that play went to Allison Riley. She had several really nice hits. And the last one, she thought they got a touch on the block, but the officials say no, they didn't see it.
Adrian Lenawee Christian with Katie serve, all tied at 13. Allison Riley in the middle. Allison again. Nice play by Amy McLennan, and that will move the Cougars within 1 of a Class D state title. Match point. This one's got to get over, and Riley makes sure it does. There it is. Megan Faust finds the floor. And Adrian Lenawee Christian finds the championship. The Cougars of Adrian Lenawee Christian are your Class D state champions. Speaking of champion, there's Jeff Champion, the head coach, loving every minute of it as they win it in 2, 15-8 and 15-13 over Battle Creek St. Philip.